The Galactic Survey Station's central hub buzzed with routine activity until Senior Analyst ZYX tentacles froze mid-gesture above her workstation. The holographic display before her pulsed an ominous crimson, displaying readings that defied everything she understood about planetary classification. "This has to be a system malfunction," she muttered, her voice carrying the harmonic undertones of her aquatic species. Around her, fellow researchers from a dozen worlds continued their mundane cataloging of newly discovered systems, blissfully unaware that their understanding of the universe was about to shatter. The third planet from Sol, designated Earth by its inhabitants, had initially registered as a Class 3 moderate world when the automated probes first scanned it 3 cycles ago. Breathable atmosphere, liquid water, temperate zones. Perfect for the kind of peaceful, herbivorous species that typically achieve space travel through cooperation and careful resource management. Now the recalibrated deep-scan results told a different story entirely. "Supervisor Krelton!" ZYX distress pheromones filled the immediate area, causing nearby colleagues to look up from their terminals. "You need to see this immediately." The massive, slud-like supervisor oozed over with practiced calm, his eye stalks swiveling to examine the display. His usual composure evaporated as the data processed. "Class 15? Krelton's voice dropped to a whisper that somehow carried across the suddenly quiet chamber. "The classification system only goes to 12. How is this possible?" The display rotated through Earth's environmental data in horrifying detail. Tectonic plates that shifted violently enough to level mountains. Weather systems that spawned rotating death spirals of wind and debris. Oceans so deep and pressure-heavy that they crushed matter into different states entirely. "Sir!" ZYX tentacles trembled as she highlighted another section. "The atmospheric composition includes free oxygen at 21%. That's a combustible atmosphere. One spark could ignite their entire world." But the true horror was yet to come. As the biological survey data populated, gasps and clicks of distress echoed throughout the research station. Creatures that existed solely to kill and consume other creatures. Microscopic entities that dissolved living tissue. Plants that produced toxins capable of stopping neural function. "Look at this apex predator," another researcher called out, his crystalline body refracting light in patterns of pure terror. The hologram showed a great white shark, its rows of serrated teeth gleaming. "It can detect electrical fields and smell blood from kilometers away. It's a living weapon." Supervisor Krelton's eye stalks focused on a different section of the display. "These humans, they're not just surviving there. According to the data, they've achieved global civilization, space travel, and nuclear technology. They've domesticated some of these predator species as companions." The revelation hit the research station like a shockwave. Every species in the galactic community had evolved on worlds that nurtured and protected life. Their greatest environmental challenges involved seasonal food scarcity or occasional asteroid impacts. The idea of consciousness arising from a world actively trying to kill everything on it was beyond comprehension. "We need to contact the Defense Council immediately," Krelton announced, his voice carrying new authority. "If beings capable of thriving on a Class 15 death world have achieved space travel." "Sir," ZYX interrupted, her display showing new data streams. "They're not just space capable. They're already here. The diplomatic vessel that arrived last week, it's from Earth. The delegation requesting trade partnerships and cultural exchange." The research station fell silent, except for the hum of life support systems. Somewhere in their facility, beings forged by the most hostile world ever discovered were walking among them, smiling and shaking hands with appendages that had evolved to survive in hell itself. Supervisor Krelton's next words would echo through galactic history. Cancel all protocols. We're not evaluating them for membership anymore. We're hoping they'll accept ours.